This is That Stat Man. Today we're looking at the Salus KL08RF underfloor heating wiring center, how to connect it to a Salus SQ610RF, and likewise the UG600 Smarthome hub. This will allow you to use your Salus Smart app to control all the underfloor heating zones in the house. To connect the Salus underfloor heating Wi-Fi center to the app and to a quantum thermostat. Firstly, we need to add the wiring center. So it's all been done, wired in, actuators are all done, network status lights flashing, your hub connected to the Wi-Fi, and then we go to the home screen of the app, press the three lines at the top up there, go to equipment, all equipment, and then add new equipment. At that point you will scan the new equipment. Hub starts flashing red while it searches for devices. Once it finds the wiring center, select connect equipment. It'll ask you to name it. I will call it underfloor heating. Enter. And then we go to next. Successfully added and finish. To all equipment, you'll see underfloor center is now attached, and now we can add the thermostat. To do that, turn on your quantum thermostat, connect on, connect with the network, and then add new equipment and scan for equipment. And now we are looking for the Salus Quantum. The thermostat is now saying go to Smarthome app. It has found the 610RF quantum thermostat, so now we will go through the connection process with that. Name this the utility and next. Then click the device name to set up. So once that's finished, we have utility on the home screen. We click on that to set up. There we go. Set up utility. Now select the device to pair. If you remember when we were setting up the RX, the 10 receiver, it was a boiler receiver. This one is going to be underfloor heating, and then it's going to ask you which wiring center it is controlling, which we will use 1 because we only have 1, and then next. Now asking which zones, so the 8 we're going to control with this thermostat. Now we can control 1, or we can control 2, all 8, 1 and 7, etc. The combination is whatever you wish this thermostat to control, which actuator and which loop. Once you've done that, pair. And now it wants to know if you would like to run a default schedule. So for now we'll say yes, and we'll work off the 24-hour clock to complete setup. Now that is all paired. We've got heat demand here, and zone 1 and 2 have lit up for demand. Now we could change the temperatures on the app, 22.5, and that's changed to 22.5. In approximately 3 minutes, the pump and boiler will activate. This is delayed by 3 minutes due to the fact the actuators can take up to 3 minutes to open fully, and we don't want to be pumping around a closed circuit. So in 3 minutes time, we're now 17:21. We'll wait until 17:23, 24, and hopefully the boiler light will light up and the pump will light up and activate. Now you can add 8 of these, 1 for each zone, or you can add 1 for 4 if it's a large room, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The combinations, whatever you wish to control, whichever loops. You can either use 1 stat or 8 stats. If you have more than 8 zones, you can add more thermostats and more zones by buying the extension, which plugs into the end here and will give you an extra 4 zones, totaling 12. At the top here you have your delay for the boiler off to be 0 or 15 minutes. Best kept on 0 because you don't want your boiler firing when everything else is closed. Here you've got the option, you can add an external aerial or use the internal aerial. So if you haven't got a very good signal, you can buy the external aerial and move that jumper across there. And here's for your actuators, whether they are normally closed or normally open. That's set for normally closed. And that pretty much sums up the wiring center. The tool for adding the wires, quite nifty. You literally just press in the rectangle with the thing at the bottom, push in gently, and that opens up in there for the wires to go through. The boiler light has come on, the pump light has come on. Again, we have permanent feed into one side of the boiler and a feed to the boiler on the second. The pump would be connected to the pump on your underfloor heating manifold. Now when we turn this off, the boiler will switch off immediately because there's no need for any more heat, but you will notice the pump light stays on. That will remain running for 3 minutes just as a pump overrun, and then that will switch off and everything is back to normal. That sums up the KL08RF connection to the app, thermostat and wiring. Very simple, very easy. This was That Statman. Thank you for watching. If you like, please subscribe and follow and share.